Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Android App Development. In the previous video, we were already done with the designing part of our first Android app. In this video, I am going to teach you the backend programming. So let's get our button and text into action. So go to mainActivity.java. So this is the place where we need to write our Java code. So as you can see, here we have the package name which is mentioned here. Now a class is already created, public class main activity, which is our main class, and it extends app.compat activity, the superclass. Now let us understand one by one what are all this. So let us start with app.compat activity. Well, it is the base class for activities that use support libraries action bars. Now let us understand what are support libraries. Well, support libraries are a set of code libraries that provide backward compatible versions of Android framework. By backward compatible versions, I mean to say that the older versions of the Android. Now within this class main activity, we have our first function, or you can say method. The method name is onCreate. This onCreate method is called when the activity first starts up. We have an argument of bundle data type. Now let us understand what is bundle. Bundle is used to pass data between components. So in this method onCreate, we are going to pass the argument of data type bundle. So this is the name of the argument, saved instance state. Now we have super.onCreate and the argument is saved instance state. This saved instance state is a reference to a bundle object that is passed into onCreate method of this activity. So the superclass which already has this onCreate method in which the saved instance state is sent as an argument. Now the next line is set content view and we have r.layout.activity. So let us understand one by one. So set content view. This is basically used to determine which activity we are working on. That means for which activity or which layout or design we are going to write our Java program. So as you can see, set content view which has r.layout.activity main as its argument. So what is this R? R basically here is a class which contains the IDs of all the resources that we are using out here. So this R class has this layout in which we are going to use activity main. That is, the name of our XML page that we have designed is activity main.xml. So here we are writing r.layout.activity name. That is the name of the XML page which we have designed. Now the first and foremost thing we need to do is declare the instances of the different resources and widgets that we have used in our designing part. Now go to activity main.xml. So these are basically our design widgets and text views and edit text, etc. So one by one I'm going to declare the instance of them. So let us first start with this edit text. So click on this, enter first number slot. Here it is. So as you can see, here we have its ID, that is first number. In your case it may be different, not an issue. So click on this and you have the ID here. So I'm just going to copy this. So copy this, Control C. Now go to mainActivity.java. Now to set the instance, write final, edit text. Now let us set a name for our instance variable. I'm naming it as first num. You can give it any name. There is no such convention for the name. Now equals, then write edit text, then write find view by ID, then r dot id dot. Now R is the class, as I've already mentioned, which contains all the IDs of the resources. Now as we had copied from this part, that is the first num, so I'm going to paste it right here. So Control V and then semicolon. So the instance variable for the resource of the widget edit text has been created. Now let's create the instances of all other edit text and buttons that we have used in our design. So write final, then edit text, and we have the second num equals, then edit text, then write find view by id, then r dot id dot, again we need to go to the design view. So our second number slot is here, which has the id edit text 2. So copy this, Control C, and paste it here. And don't forget to give a semicolon. So our edit text instance has been created. We have another edit text right here. So let's also create the instance for this. So I'm just going to copy this. No point of writing it again and again. So Control C and then Control V. Just I need to replace this with res, that is result, and the id must be changed. So go back to activity main.xml, select this, and we have the id here, edit text 4. So Control C and go back to activity main.activity.java and Control V. So our edit text instances has been created. Now we need to create the instances of the buttons that we have used here. So this is our first button, that is sum. So I'm going to write here button final, button, then give a name to your instance. I'm writing here sum equals, then button, then find view by id, then write r dot id dot, then go back to activity main.xml and click on this button. So we have the id button 3. So Control C and Control V, give a semicolon. So the instance for the button has been created. So similarly we need to create the instances of all the other 3 buttons. So what I'm going to do is copy this part, Control C, enter, and this is going to be my difference. So the id must be changed. Go back to design view, click on this minus, and the id is button 4. So Control C and Control V. Similarly I'm going to set the instances of other 2 buttons. So I've created all the instances of the widgets and text that I have used in my design view. So in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to set all these buttons and get them into action.